All right, what's going on? Marco here, neveracaseofthemondays.com, and today I'm going to ask, how can you be most effective with the little time that you have, right? Because a lot of us have kids, wife, other businesses we have to do, a job, so we have to be most effective with our time. So how can we do that without getting caught up in time-sucking trickery? And so what I want to go through with you is being able to identify and recognize the different levels of motivation that people have, because this will save you tons and tons of time and money and help you explode your business a lot faster by putting your time where it's most valuable, right? Investing your time where you're going to get the most amount of return. Okay, so there's that 80-20 rule. I don't actually even think that's enough, to spend 80% of your time on the 20% of people that actually produce. I'm going to talk about the top 5% and where you should put 95% of your time, which completely changed my business once I was able to recognize this. And this takes years. Okay, so an example would be I was on the phone this week with some team members, right? And we all want to know more, we all want to get training, but I'll just tell you, training doesn't work. There's a saying, and it's not, I'm not 100%, but like, training doesn't work trains. Okay, so if your team is wanting to talk to you, right, your downline, or you're wanting to talk to your upline, it's because they want to talk to somebody they know. It's more comfortable. And if they're talking to you, that means they're not talking to people that they should be talking to, which is new people doing things that are uncomfortable to do, right? We'd actually rather do things that are more comfortable, which is talk to an upline and get training and babble back and forth and stuff like that, doing things and putting our time where it's not as valuable. You're kind of wasting time, right? So getting out there in the field is where you're really gonna get your learning curve down, and the work is gonna train you, and action brings the results. And that's where I focus my time, is the people that are in action, doing the uncomfortable things, and then coming back and calling me, consulting, right? Which is like, oh, I did this, what do I do next? And that's how you can be able to recognize that. So I'm gonna talk about these different levels of people that aren't just on the phone to ask and be motivated. I actually heard somebody tell me out loud, they told me, well, I need you to motivate me. Can you come over and I just need your motivation. I'm like, I can't motivate you. There's no way that we can change people. So when I first got into the business, and I'm sure you're doing the same thing, we get into this business because we love to help people, but people need help because those are their patterns and their habits, right? And human nature, we want to help the people that need it the most. The problem is there's a reason why they need it the most, right? They're in a situation where their decisions of inaction and the patterns and habits that they have, they need help, right? And that's kind of counterintuitive, where we want to help people, but success leaves clues. Successful people are successful because they have different actions and decisions, and they're go-getters, they're motivators, they're inspirers, and they get action done, which creates their results, and that's why they're successful. Okay, so we have to watch out for this. We'll get tricked. Okay, so for the first level that I'm going to talk about is, people that kind of, they'll get paid minimum wage because they do the minimum. They settle for what life gives them. They'll do the minimum, whatever they can do, kind of get around to things, and only do things if they have to, right? So these are unmotivated, unmotivatable people. And this is actually where we try, when we sponsor people, what happens is the kind of the trickle-down effect, where we sponsor people that are easy to talk to, and those people will sponsor people that are easy to talk to for them, which means lower socioeconomic levels every time, right? And this is when we say sponsor up. In our team, in our organization, we really teach how to get out of that comfort zone and talk to the people that are the most successful. I want to talk to the people that are, right when I get people on the phone and into action, I say, who's the most successful person you know? Because successful people are successful because they're busy, right? And that's counterintuitive too. They're busy because they like to make money. But people that aren't making money, it's because they have a lot of time on their hands. They either have a lot of time and no money, or a lot of money and no time, right? That's the thing. So the key here is, and what we're trying to reach is both time and money. How do you do that? You gain successful people coming into your organization that love to be busy and want to make money, and they want to get unbusy as fast as possible. But the lowest level is unmotivatable people. So we're over there here trying to help them, right? Trying to drag people over the goal line, kicking and screaming, and that sucks up all of our time. And you can't motivate people. Don't trick yourself. Don't, you know, I mean, it's okay. We love to help, right? And I want to do that too. And if we have time, you know, over years, I'll tell you now, it took years somebody trying to believe in me until I believed in myself, and it literally took 4 or 5 years. And if you really care about them, you can kind of help them, but I would just give them books instead of trying to drag them and convince and, you know, sell them on why they need to do things and be successful. Just go for the people that are already successful and want to get unbusy and really are already looking for financial freedom. Okay, so first level, unmotivated, unmotivatable. Don't think that you can motivate some people. Okay, that's like 40%. So the next level would be motivatable, right? Where, you know, you would think that you can motivate people. So I had this person saying, "Oh, you need to I need your help. I need you to motivate me." I'm like, See, that is where you get tricked, and that's another 40% of people, I would say, that need motivation, right? And do not get tricked and sucked into that stuff. We think we can help them. They have to help themselves, okay? We can't help people that aren't willing to help themselves. So in that case, it's more, you know, they're not going to move. Humans move away from pain at any cost. There's two reasons why they move: either to move away from pain, which is instant, more powerful, it's part of our instinct, and the other reason is that we'll move for pleasure, right? Towards pleasure or away from pain. Okay, so for those people to move, it has to be more painful not to take action, not to change, than to actually change and get out of the comfort zone, right? So if they're comfortable with where they are and they need motivation, they're going to stay there until maybe you can press on the pain, you can ask questions into it, and if you can anchor in, you know, maybe I wouldn't waste a lot of time there, but maybe what they really hate and, you know, and can't stand, and they're uncomfortable with being, you know, struggling and broke and tired and all that stuff. Maybe you can plant that seed where they would move away from that at some point. So there's that next level, motivatable. Don't think that you can change people. We cannot change people, okay? We think we can change the world. The only thing you can change is yourself. And you have to make it so other people can see that they make it. They can make it, right? And so when you want to change the world, what they say, start with yourself. How you do that is you're on the video, you're watching, and you're learning, and you're taking action, okay? That leads me to the next level, which is motivated people, self-motivated, right? And the next level, which is inspirers, okay? But motivated people, self-motivated. Now you're reaching a level that you can work with, okay? And you can recognize this by people that are doing things. They're more like, okay, tell me what to do next. Okay, boom, they go out and do it, they come back consulting, and they're actually in action, failing forward, okay? They're not afraid to make mistakes and be in action, doing uncomfortable things in order to get to where they're trying to go. So those are motivated people, and these are people that either they're already connected, you know, with their core values and making the daily activities that they would have to do in order to get that, or the better that you get at connecting them, getting clear, asking questions. I have a training on this, it's called 6 Steps, is getting clear, helping whittle down and get clear on their core values so that they show up for themselves. And once that's anchored into the actions that they would have to take every day, you can't stop them, right? And they're motivated. They're actually motivated people. Those are the people that are busy, right? They don't have a lot of time, but they have money because they're motivated. They're busy. See, and like I said, sometimes we'll make up stories to ourselves. Oh no, they're not going to be interested. They're so busy, right? And I tell people when I talk to them, when they say, "Oh yeah, I'm so busy. Well, I interrupt that pattern. I say, "Awesome, that's perfect. You're exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for busy people because busy people are busy because they like to make money and they put their time into things that they value. So tell me what's important to you. What do you value, right? And then I show them a faster way to get where they're really trying to go, and they are motivated, right? And then that can bring them to the next level even. And there's only 5% of people here, which is, see, 40% of those other levels, 15% of motivated people, and then there's the motivators, or what I call people who inspire, and that's 5% or less, and that's where I want to put all my time into, is people who inspire. Those are people that take the action, do whatever it takes, WIT, whatever it takes, to get in a situation where they are successful, and they inspire people with their story, and that way you inspire people from within. You can't motivate them. You can take action and be successful and be an example of how you can live. And what you do, and what I realized that I did, is I let people know, they're looking at me and they see my story. I came from nothing, like I did what it took, did what other people aren't willing to do to get what they'll never have. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, man, if he can do it, I can do it. And I inspire them from within to know that they can do it, give them some belief and hope, and then they become, higher levels, right? And they become people who inspire. And those are people who basically come to you, you show them a faster way to get where they're really trying to go. You get good at connecting them, getting clear on the core values, and they'll tell you straight up, you know what, show me what to do and get out of my way. And they will just fail forward just like I did, stick in long enough to get good and through the learning curve, because my core value is freedom. Right? I want to be around my kids. I want to be with my wife. I want to travel the world. I've tasted freedom, so I'm relentless. I don't care. I don't need a boss to keep, come on, if you don't do this, I'm going to fire you, all that kind of stuff. A lot of people need bosses. They're at the kind of the lower level. I don't want a boss, and I don't need somebody to drag me over the goal line kicking and screaming. I'm doing this for my own reasons, my own core values, and nothing can stop me. I don't care if I go through 2,000 no's to find one yes. I'm going to find it, because nothing's going to keep me away from my freedom, working from home and traveling the world and stuff, because I'm connected to that. And so I know that picking up the phone, doing uncomfortable things is going to lead me to that freedom. And that's why I make it. I take the action to get the results. The results is what inspires me and other people. So those are the people you want to spend all your time with, and recognize who's tricking you for your time. Okay? If you don't have a plan for your life, somebody else does, or something else does. So hopefully that was valuable. If you liked that, share it with your teams, because it's going to do wonders. If they're, again, right, you can get everybody to realize, if they're talking to you, they're not talking to people that they don't know, uncomfortable getting out of their comfort zone, right? And so maybe I would put it even on my wall for yourself. I used to put it in front of the mirror. If my team did what I did today, how much money would I be making, right? You got to put a mirror up. This business will put a mirror in your face sometimes. So recognize where you're putting your time. And if you like that, share it, leave me a comment, ask questions. I'm going to do more trainings like this. And what I'm going to do in the description or down below, click the link, because this is going to give you, either the full blog post and ways that you can use the internet to sift and sort and find those people. Laser target, know where the go-getters and the inspirers are hanging out. Put your information in front of them, right? Real marketing, not just one-to-one prospecting, but marketing, putting your information in front of them. And you can use that to sift and sort and find the inspirers, where I have people coming to me, entrepreneurs that already get it, are coming to me and asking me how to do it and use the internet to do that, right? So you can use Facebook, the marketing platform for that, $5, $10 ads to get to thousands of people instead of chasing people, disinterested skeptics at Starbucks. So if you're tired of wasting time, grinding it out, and you want to go from that to really just saving tons of time so you can be outdoors, actually building business and generating leads for your business. Every business owner needs leads, right? If you want to learn how to do that, then go down below or in the description. I'm going to give you a link to it. Put your name in there. You're going to get a free 10-day boot camp of how to attract the right people into your business. It's called Attraction Marketing Formula. Super valuable. And if you do that, you're going to see a game change. Hopefully that was good. Click the link and talk to you soon. Later.